I will definitely prefer OTT for something like कहीं और नहीं देखना.
There's this big screen and you're just watching it. This whole ambience, the whole aura, it's very different as compared to if you're watching it on a small screen.
I want to watch Salman Khan. I would want to watch him in the theatre so that at least people are yelling or people are blowing whistles or clapping and this and that.
When you go to a theatre, sometimes somebody's checking the phone, somebody's doing something else.
So guys, the theatres have finally opened even in Maharashtra with such COVID cases. But at the same time, OTT has garnered a lot of viewership, whether be it Z5 or Sony Live, Hotstar or Prime Video. Every OTT platform has garnered immense viewership in this COVID time. So I think the pandemic has a lot of credibility to its viewership, the OTT's viewership. So I want to know who wants to start first with the fact that OTT is finally becoming the next new thing in terms of viewership. So Shivangi, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. Like today we are all hooked up on our screens. Every day when I'm traveling to metro and I see everyone is, they are on Netflix or they are on Amazon Prime. But I genuinely feel that, yeah, sometimes OTT is nice, but I really miss the cinematic experience. Actually, it's not just about theater, it's about a family get together when we go out there, right? So, like when I'm with my family and we are like, Acha chalo, let's go to this movie at 8 p.m. and everything. That popcorn, Coke, and you're sitting and there's this big screen and you're just watching it. This whole ambience, the whole aura, it's very different as compared to if you're watching it on a small screen on metro or on home. So I don't think that anything can beat that kind of an experience.
But I think Karishma will agree with me that the flexibility OTT provides is far, far better than the cinematic experience, so that you can watch it anywhere, anytime, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think if you'd asked me this question 2 years ago, I would have been a theatre person saying ki nahi, OTT pe we can't watch so many films and theatre.
Yeah.
But I think today I can very proudly say that OTT wins hands down. It's definitely OTT for me because one, it's safer. It's really safe, we're in the middle of the pandemic, and so one thing is it's safer, and secondly, it's more affordable. I mean, tickets actually sometimes, they cost you a bomb, and for an OTT, a film on OTT, you just need an internet connection. So it's more affordable and it's flexible. So according to me, like I don't have to really, sit at home and think, acha, 9 baje ka film, it's a 9 o'clock film, it's a 12 o'clock film. I can watch it at any time. I can watch it in the afternoon, I can watch it in the middle of the night, or like she said, I can watch it while probably commuting in the metro.
But at the same time, I think that the kind of experience, the cinematic experience you can feel in the theatres is unmatched. It cannot be experienced the same way while traveling in a metro. I mean, Divya would agree with me.
Yeah, absolutely, Anshul. Actually, what happens is, okay, that we are shifting to OTT platform. A lot of content that we are watching is on OTT platform. But where will you go with the 3D movies and the 4D movies that are actually cinematic? Then they're specially made for the cinematic experience in itself. Because if we see the economy, the service economy, especially the entertainment section, there are a lot of people who are actually going there for the experience itself, right? And I agree that okay, up to a point that content is there's a lot of content and people are actually switching to OTT, which is the next generation thing. Okay, I accept it, but where will you bring that experience that all together? That is actually the most important part, because many times people watch movies not for the only for the content of the movie itself, but just to go out there and experience it on a big screen.
We can't go and watch any day a Korean movie or a Japanese movie for say, right?
Exactly.
But if we click Netflix or Amazon Prime and we can go and watch these Korean movies and everything. So obviously it provides variations, and having said that, it also provides, uncut versions.
True.
Like for example, I watched Lipstick Under My Burqa on Hall.
So it wasn't censored.
Yeah.
I also believe it has to, somewhere down the line, it also has to do with the genre of the film or the kind of content the film has to offer. So there might be people who would want to watch a specific, so to say, a mega starrer like Salman Khan or an Akshay Kumar kind of a movie in the theatres, because that's what the experience is all about. You want to watch a Salman Khan movie. I don't want to watch Radhe on OTT. If I want to watch Salman Khan, I would want to watch him in the theatres so that at least people are yelling or people are blowing whistles or clapping and this and that. So that kind of a cheer and the kind of the sheer vibe is something that cannot be matched on OTT. But at the same time, I think, like you said, the kind of content that's deep, like Sardar Udham Singh, I would want to watch it at my home, like, right?
Yeah, and also I think I am with you guys on the fact that a lot of content, that cinematic experience is important for it. For example, a Bahubali. Like, I wouldn't probably want to watch it on OTT. So I agree on that, but there's also another side to it that even OTT gives you a different kind of an experience. So when we're talking about the ups or plus points of cinema, I'll tell you what the plus points of OTT is according to me. When you are watching a film, at your home, first of all, you can select your co-audience. So for me, maybe I don't want to watch a film in a theater. When you go to a theater, sometimes, somebody's checking the phone, somebody's doing something else. People are talking to each other. Babies are crying there.
And mothers are running with their pictures.
And, when I compare the two at this point of time, just in terms of these two experiences also, I would probably give weightage to the one I get with the OTTs.
So how do you feel about the personalized experience that you get on OTT, which you cannot get in the cinemas?
Before I get to the question that you have been asking, I want to just add on to the point that you made regarding the megastars, the movies of megastars, right?
Because Suryavanshi did a phenomenal business right now.
Because what happens is, in the past we have seen that, I don't know about the global level, but in India, Salman Khan is something very, very big, right?
He's religion.
And okay, we hear about people going to cinemas. I have seen cases where people are filling up in the trucks to watch the movie. I know how. I don't know
like
how,
Rajnikant has a temple.
Because people are actually saying, yeah, Salman Khan ki movie hai, so we have to watch it on the big screen. So sometimes even the movie is boring, people make it interesting in a different way. So that is the way you actually indulge with a lot of people, and you also tend to enjoy the experience more than the movie itself. Like Happy New Year. Happy New Year kind of a movie was having dialogues in it, right? It was a multi-starrer, having Deepika Padukone, Abhishek Bachchan for that matter. And sometimes the dialogues in the middle were very funny, and so that people were reacting to it. So you will not you will not observe the story much, but you will actually enjoy the ambience around it.
And at the same time, I think right now one of the most crucial factors is safety. So we've just come out of the pandemic and we already have a scare of the third wave. So how do you think that impacts the difference between the OTT and the theatre experience?
No, obviously, because the second wave and the spike in second wave cases, people were actually terrified to go outside. Okay, their offices were closed, work from home was there, and you can't even think that let's go on a movie. So it impacts mentally, psychologically, and emotionally also. That fine, if we are not going there on theatre, so let's sit and just watch it, just for the heck of it. But I still feel that the experience lies in theatres, not that much in OTT, because fine, because as I said, emotionally it impacts. So when you're going out, it's like an outing. You get to hang out with your friends, also you get to watch a movie, also you get to eat popcorns, Pepsi, everything. So it's a whole new experience as compared to if you're sitting in a couch and you're just watching, you're switching on Netflix and then you're watching it and then and that's about it. So I guess it's a whole new emotional experience. It's actually psychologically different as compared to.
So are you planning to go into the theatres to watch a movie anytime soon?
I am. So I'm just waiting for my parents' approval.
Raring to go.
They're still intimidated and they're like, they're very protective right now that you should not go right now. But I still feel like, because Batman is also coming, the new movie 2021. I will never miss it. Like in theaters, I have to go in theaters. I just can't go and watch it in OTT and Robert Pattinson. I'm like, oh, okay. You're so small. In the TV screens, I don't want that.
So will you be going to the theatres anytime soon?
Unless and until it's a film that I really, really want to watch in theatre, I will not. I am very, very satisfied with OTT platforms. Also for the fact that, the kind of flexibility it provides me while watching the movie also. For example, it's an anthology I'm watching. I don't want to watch the full movie at one go. Probably I want to watch one story and then maybe the next story in the evening or the next day. I can do all that. I can't really walk out of a hall and then go back and then take forward the film. So I think this kind of a flexibility also is pretty attractive and it's like an incentive for me again. So yeah, unless and until it's a really, really good film, over the top, larger than life, or an actor I really love and I have to watch him there, I would definitely stick to OTTs. Or even for actors I love, like why not? I like watching Shah Rukh Khan films on OTT, and I like watching Manoj
theatres
Bajpayee,
can
and I
lure you
love
in.
Vijay Sethupathi. So yeah, theaters. I mean, it's not really my calling for now.
So theaters will lure you in when some solid star cast. will
Really
call
sorry.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. And what will lure you into OTTs?
Yeah. So I wanted to just tell you, although I have been bragging about theaters because I always prefer theaters any time. But as far as OTT is concerned, I will definitely prefer OTT for something like kahin aur nahi dekhna. Because there are content you don't like to excuse me watch in public, right? बहुत सारी movies है. There's like movies which you need to watch as an adult audience, as a mature adult, but you don't feel comfortable watching it around your parents because in theaters you can't go out and have a glass of water.
Yeah.
You have that flexibility in your home or in the OTT. So that is the reason. Up to some level, yes, I'm an OTT person also, but experience-wise, movies, theaters. That's all I have to say.
So I think all in all, there is no match to OTT. At the same time, there's no match to theaters, and neither is going anywhere anytime soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for sharing your point of views. It was nice talking to you.